I said the economy of Ghana is working. Even if you don't believe me, I am saying this boldly. The economy of Ghana is working, at least for the past 3 weeks now. Our economy is actually working 24/7. Yes, 24/7. There's no political agenda type, Our economy is working because recently, if you've been in the news, the dollar had been falling for a while, and if you should go and look at the charts, I don't know, maybe I had shared a tweet yesterday, so I'm going to be uploading it. I'm going to collate it with the daily Bitcoin reminder for yesterday, as you're going to see it. And I don't know, but I also post the Ghanaian currency. I don't know, for some of you who've seen it, and go and check it out. So I constantly been hearing in the media where many Ghanaians be talking like the dollar is depreciating, the dollar is depreciating, the dollar is depreciating. So my question for majority of you people is, do you think the dollar is depreciating? And that's what people will say globally, tariffs, blah, 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 blah. People tend to talk about those things, but I just want to touch on some two things. You see, when we are talking about currency pairs, and we now bring in Ghana, the CEDI against USD, that is a different category relative to looking at the DXY, that's the dollar strength index. That's also a different initiative. So when we say the CEDI against the dollar, it now becomes interesting. Now, coming from the past 3 weeks now, I won't say 3 weeks, coming from 2023, 2024, when you look at the chart, you could see the dollar was significantly just falling. It was just falling. They were shorting. There was a massive sell of the dollar. So if you're looking at my hand, just using my hand to just make a visual representation of how the chart was looking at technically. So let's say coming from 2023, so from here, let's say from here is 2023. So the market had been coming all the way down, even all the way to 2024. So I'll say coming from a bit of December, where we saw a bit of, what would we call it? There was a surge in volume, so you could see that there was a large quantity coming from that same time. Fundamentally, we could relate it to that was when we started the initiative of the gold coin. For some of you are familiar, but it was able to create that sort of it was a support zone where the city was able to buy back to maintain the selling pressure, which is it. People still think that dollar, because think of if the dollar is the reserve currency and is falling, automatically majority of the countries tend to hold their reserve in the dollar. So if the dollar is falling, what is happening? Your reserve is also falling with it. So technically it has to fall. But now, coming from the past 1 month, at least, coming from the March into April, and now we are now in May, the first week. Today is today, what's today? Today is 9th, or so. We've now almost entered into the second week of May, and the Ghanaian economy is booming. It's booming. No, politically, I'm saying it. Financially, when we look at it, our economy is booming, at least for the past 3 weeks now. And also with the setting up of the Ghana Gold Board, our economy is just picking up momentum. Now $1 is about $13. Like I see $13. $1 is now about 13 cedis, and it's looking amazing. So I want to hear you guys your thought. Daily Bitcoin reminder. As we work 3 weeks Kojola, and over here we tend to talk about finance, currencies, economies. So for at least the past 3 weeks now, media, the Ghanaian media, African media, this is the narrative you people should be sharing now. The dollar is falling for fine, but the Ghanaian economy is thriving, is booming, is growing. over the past 3 weeks now, we've been performing better relative to the American dollar. So if you are still thinking the dollar is falling, and go and check the CEDI, because the daily, I said the CEDI, you understand? The CEDI isn't falling. Let's set the record straight. Dollar is falling, not CEDI. CEDI is still growing, accelerating, and increasing in volume. So I do see a potential where by the end of month, May, yes, the end of this month, I wouldn't be surprised if we are seeing, what do we call this? The CEDI, let's say $1 into CEDIs around, even 10 CEDIs, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, because we are not far from getting to 12 CEDIs, $1 for 12 CEDIs. That which I am praying for, because our economy is booming. Now, you see, this sheds a bit light on the reasons why we tend to talk about financial preservation as where do you people preserve your money? Because majority people work, and where they tend to save most of their wealth is, guess where? In cash. But you see, the Ghanaian currency, we will say now, is now going in value. But what is now giving that Ghanaian currency value? The instances of the activities that are being, run in the economy is actually what is going to boost the value of the currency. So for Ghana to be able to boost the value of their currency, you see what they've done with the gold. Our gold reserve has increased from about 8 tons coming from 2022 to, as of February, it is about 30 tons, and by April it's about 31 tons and still counting. So you get to see that from 8 tons to now even 30 tons. This should even tell you something in terms of value, because now worth, you now have a lot of collateral to back you. Because if you are solely holding cash, like how some countries are, if you are solely holding dollars, your reserve, I'm telling you, as a fact, there's a high probability the African economy is not going to survive. You understand? There's a high probability. They are not going to be sovereign. They are still going to be impoverished. If you are an African country and you still hold majority of your reserve in the US dollar, you are going to fail. Yes. So I don't want to make this video already too long. I've already, touched on a bit. You already know, daily base can remind you. We want to keep it very short, but also at the same time, give you people some gist. For some of you who've been watching us for a very long time, we keep on doing this. We keep on bringing more, insight. We keep on learning. So, to anyone seeing this video, the economy of Ghana is booming. Day 219? Day 219 of me reminding you. And today, as of today, today's day, is this 9th or 10th? I don't know the date. You understand? But our economy is booming. Ghana is a fact. For at least 3 weeks now, our system is working. So, peace out. Ghana, dollar is not depreciating in Ghana. So stop that misinformation. The CEDI is appreciating in Ghana. That is the core message. So, daily base reminder. Peace out. Christ is king, and one love.